Hey guys, it's Dan's Review and I'm back and I'm here back to you with a chat with the champs. Yes, a segment that I said I would be doing monthly with different champions of nationals, regionals, OTS championships, whatever it may be. You know, since 2023 I started that last year, only did it once, and that was with Adrian George, who coincidentally his wish came true. So he wished that he's going to be a world competitor in 2024, and his wish has come true with all the effort and play testing and dueling. He's now our first representative to be in the World's Championship 2024 this year, first Trinidadian to do so. Congratulations to him once again. I know the whole country happy for him, and we all wish you the best, the great, the excellent, beyond the best of luck. You understand? And we hope you can take it home and be a world champion. Right? So, back to the segment. So, first was with Adrian George. Now, I got just the guy for you. SANJAY MANOO. Yes, SANJAY MANOO. Multiple national winner. He win twice. He win regionals. He win million locals. Top a lot. Millions at times. You understand? One of the most infamous players within the community. To me, I call him one of the big two. You understand? The two top players of the current moment for a while now. Adrian George, MANOO. You understand? SANJAY MANOO. We know those names are too infamous. But enough talk. Let's get into the conversations with SANJAY MANOO and see what he had to say. Hey guys, it's Dan Review. I'm back and I'm here with SANJAY MANOO. How are you feeling today, sir?
I'm SANJAY MANOO because that's what a lot of players know me as now. Like my name? Yeah, because Sanjay is really my name.
Seriously?
Yeah, Sanjay is my name.
Wow, I never knew that, you know?
Yeah.
Wow, we learned something today. So, how was your performance coming back? No, not your performance, your experience coming back from Peru.
It was great. Performed well, got top for the South American WCQ. That's the highest that a Trinidadian has ever reached at the tournament. And before I set at that top 8, but next year I'll make sure I get that goal.
Definitely. So this is a chat with the champs. You have won nationals, regionals, and probably a 1,000 million locals. You understand? So how it was when you first won your first major Konami tournament?
So the first major tournament I ever won was in 2012 and 14. That was the first regional tournament I ever had.
Wow.
Yeah, that was actually, I think that, I'm not sure if that was my first official tournament. I think it was because in 2010 is when I entered like a locals, and
Okay.
then 2012 is when we actually got to start our official tournaments.
Okay.
But yeah, since then it's been a grind. Always developing along the way, always changing mindsets. Yep.
So how it was when you won nationals?
So nationals win actually came in 2015, and I actually, well, I practiced a lot, studied the meta, I ended up playing your Senjus in Necros and Bernabes, the triangle format I had. Because Banashedi Radiance is a good card, and Kama 1 retain in Unicore Digital Lock is also a good play. So yeah, actually I won the 2015 Nationals with the Senjus, and then from there at the WCQ for that year, I got top 8 at the WCQ that year.
Lovely. So for nationals, you were still in school. You already came out of school.
No, I was actually in Form 6 at the time. I had now turned 18. Yeah, and I was in Form 6, and I was drinking.
Wow. So I was going to ask you this. So since you was, supposed to be learning your work, but you're studying Yu-Gi-Oh, how was that to balance that now?
I mean, it was hard, but I mean, once you have goals, you have to set aside time for it. You have to try and make it happen. I mean, obviously, some people have more time than others to practice, and that's something you just have to deal with. Yeah. So I just managed to balance it.
Did your parents encourage you, or they were like,
Of
hey?
course, they encouraged me. Yeah. Ever since I started playing, they were always encouraging and supportive.
Lovely. I know some parents would be like, hey, on your school work.
Yeah, so actually in 2012 when I won the regionals, I had borrowed a blow-up bulb. At the time it was very expensive. US value was like 60 US, I think. A librarian was like 80 US, something around there. And as a gift for one, my parents bought me the librarian and the blow-up bulb.
Lovely. Okay, so
When you made top four and you heard that announcement before you even, had your match, and it was like one step closer to Worlds, what was the mindset? What was in your mind?
Honestly, the placements doesn't really matter to me unless it's like first place. So what I mean is like during going round by round, I'm not studying that I've made it to top four or to top eight or top 64. The goal is to get into top cut and then from top cut take it round by round to get to first. So it's never that I think, okay, I could settle here at this place. Like it was always the to win. Yeah.
Lovely, lovely. Of course. Okay, so what advice you could give to our fellow, viewers who are duelists who want to come up in the game? What they could do to like improve themselves?
Practice, practice, practice. Don't be ignorant. Don't try to say that this play is the only way, or try to explain when a better player is telling you how you can do something, and you're saying, "Oh, but this is great." Don't get attachment to certain combos and plays and lines. Attachment, I think, brings down a lot of people in Yu-Gi-Oh. So like they would think, "Oh, I have to play tactics in my deck because it's such a good card." But are you thinking if it's good in the format in your meta? No, you have to decide all of those things. And then another thing is, you can practice. You can play every week, but are you practicing to get better? Are you practicing to just play? That's something else.
Yes, you gotta be open to other people's views, criticism, those kind of things.
Yeah.
Well, of course, I think you already know what is your dream, your goal for, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is Worlds next year, definitely.
Worlds next year for sure.
No matter what country we go in there to win.
Yeah, it could be any country going there to win.
Okay, cool. In your early Yu-Gi-Oh days, when you were, after winning regional or nationals, or even around those times where it had those other big guys in the game, you felt ever intimidated by those players by chance?
When I just started, like the first locals I ever entered, I played with a normal monster deck, not expecting anything else. The tournament had over 100 entries, so I was thinking I'm gonna do good because all I ever used to do was play against my brother, who also played like a normal monster manager deck, and that was during Synchro Cap, Blackwing, X-Saber format. Entered, got royally destroyed. It was kind of a setback. It was intimidating, but I think at that point I just got the mindset that one day I'm just gonna win and dominate. And that's how I just keep grinding till that's when I actually won the regionals in 2012. Yeah, so all that, just actually losing at that point pushed me to grind even more because I wanted to get better. But even up to this point, I mean, I've been playing the game so long and I'm still learning. Like every time I practice, every time I play, there's always a different mindset you can learn on how to play.
Okay, and I think this will be my last question here because I know it's late. So what factors do you have in mind when you have to decide on which deck to invest in to play in the future?
Obviously, it would be meta dependent, so it depends on what's in your meta. For international tournaments, it depends on what's generally popular. That would be an influence, so meta would be one. Another thing would be what you're comfortable with. I think while a deck could be tier 1 for the general populace, I think playing something that you're comfortable with would always trump anything else. So even if you're in a tier 0 format, tier 1, well, a triangle format, whatever it is, being comfortable with the deck that you want to play is always a major factor, and understanding your deck, because there are a lot of players that play tier 1 decks or tier 0 decks and they don't understand the deck, and that's why they fail in the mirror matches. So you could actually take advantage of that by playing something that's not as strong, but you know your deck super well, and the surprise factor just comes in. Plus, you know your deck super well, so you know to play against their deck as well. That's kind of how it runs for me. So, like for example, how I played Snake Eye, the board breaker approach. During that our nationals, board breaker approach wasn't like super popular. I mean, I think all the other Snake Eye builds were on hand traps mainly. But I tested and I realized that the board breaker approach was better for me. So just don't be afraid to step out of our comfort zone of what's popular and what's not.
Thank you for that information. I am all learning here.
Yeah.
You understand? Peeping at what your insights might be now. All right. Thank you. Anything? Any shout outs or anybody you would like to,
No, same shout outs for me for girlfriend Adrian George for winning the playoffs. my friends, Team LM, Mark, MB Collectibles, and I mean just the general people in Trinidad that pushing the game to keep rising. I just think that sometimes we could just make sure and have a little more harmony between everybody
Yes,
else.
yes, yes, yes.
But
I would love
I
that
mean,
too.
hopefully it develops into that more.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
All right, well, this is Daddy's review, and I'm out, and thank you for the interview.